So SmackDown was actually a fun show. Ew. So, fun opener, the Tribal Chief had a really, interestingly enough, positive reception over with the fans. I guess because it's New York and they're popping over anything. Seeing over the crowd in Madison Square Garden. And as soon as he said, "Acknowledge me," I swear all the Roman Reigns marks jizzed in the crowd, like, "Acknowledge me." Ugh. Like, it was fun going over what was going to happen later in the tag title match, gloating over Paul Heyman, all the all this shit. Then Lesnar came over, exposing Paul Heyman for why didn't he tell Roman that he was going to be at SummerSlam, ending with Roman Reigns pissed off, leaving the ring, into, of course, the normal Brock Lesnar introduction, trying to soften up Brock Lesnar to make sure he doesn't kill him. He gave him the F5. Funny enough, Roman came, Superman punched him, so it was all a ruse to give him a surprise attack. And it ended up with the Usos just getting destroyed by Brock Lesnar. And then later on, they advertised that they have a tag title match against the Street Profits. So that'll be going over later tonight in this review. Other than that, it was a good start. Everything was hype. Everybody was into the show. Lesnar looked like a goddamn Pat McAfee kind of displayed it interestingly enough. He looked like Brock Lesnar ate Brock Lesnar. They didn't open it with the women's segment. They opened it with the main eventers drawing over the show, getting people all hyped up. That's how you make. That's not how a special episode of SmackDown should be. That's how every episode of SmackDown should be. You're trying to convert people in your first hour to always be there to your second or third hour. And that's how to hype up people. So we also had a 10-man tag. And I have to say the 10-man tag was actually a bit entertaining. Don't know what was the reason for it other than this was just intertwined with all the mid-card feuds except Happy Corbin wasn't involved. We had Big E, the faces against the heels, like they had a reason to fight. They were just in a 10-man tag for a 10-man tag. This felt like a house show match. But they had Sami Zayn. He came up with a little New York Knicks jersey. Ironically enough, why didn't he come with an Atlanta Hawks jersey? Because Trae Young was there, so wouldn't it have made more sense to garner more heat? But he was cool with Trae Young, and of course, if you guys don't pay attention to NBA basketball, the Knicks did lose to the Atlanta Hawks, involving Trae Young in the playoffs recently. So that got a resortful little bit of reaction from the New York fans. It was pretty cool. The match itself was a bit forgettable. Everybody got their basic spots. Ziggler looked like a jobber. Robert Roode barely got any moves in. After Trae Young tried to attack Ray, he got ejected to the obvious pop of the fans, ending with the big ending, and then Big E after a post-match interview just saying, "I might show up on Raw, or I might show up on SmackDown." Then he slapped his titty. I'm joking. He did not do that, but still, it was a pretty fair segment. I'll say that it was fun. The whole thing with Trae Young was pretty cool. It made it feel like, okay, this is actually an important show. You could actually have, other than YouTubers and B-list celebrities, you can actually get athletes. Relevant athletes, no less. But, yeah, that's practically it. Not because they're on Fox. And there's a bit more leeway over you can get on Fox than you can on USA Network. Like, what was Raw's biggest star off USA? Like, getting some guys from Psych to do a commercial with The Miz. Come on. It's fucking garbage. And then we had, of course, Becky Lynch and of course, contract signings. That was the best part of the show, because they're just going to talk shit, have a decent promo, and then fight. That's about it. I really don't care about this promo. Weakest part of the show, Becky trying to feel like she's a ginger Conor McGregor with no charisma. Sure, McGregor's a dick, but he is a dick that at least could win fights. He walks the walk and talks the talk back then. But Becky just has no charisma, and she can barely garner over heat. Bianca Belair, after losing in in 20 something seconds, and just not referencing any like negativity that she has, like not getting the job done. Like nothing's coming out of this. This is not spreading out over any semblance of animosity. That's the thing with me. I don't care about this match with Bianca Belair. I don't know, like, why everybody cares about, oh, why Selena Vega, why Carmella? Because they're all, like, if we could see the way they booked them, what would be the point of pushing them? Honestly, like what's the thing there? There was also a Paul Heyman interview with Kayla Braxton, and it's like, well, what, why are you bi? Okay, that has nothing to do with why you're bi, huh? Why, well, yeah, the tribal chief will answer the challenge when it's deemed appropriate. So obviously, Paul Heyman's position was on the line. And then we had a SummerSlam rematch 2 weeks after. Like you guys take it like it's been months. Like Kurt Angle and Shawn Michaels didn't have their big feud on Raw. I mean, like they made sure like when you guys go to different drafts, it felt different. Like big dream match, Kurt Angle versus Shawn Michaels, WrestleMania 2021. They didn't wrestle each other interacted later until like I think what in the fall, like around the late in the summer after the draft. It took months for them to interact again. Edge and Rollins just took 2 weeks. And of course, they had to pack over the win on TV because Rollins is still a top guy over in the company, and they had to 50-50 it just for the sake for Rollins to still be taken competently. And the match was good. There was Enziguri, a Falcon Arrow, execution, spear, a counter, a Texas Cloverleaf, even though it looked like Edge forced himself to be like, oh, his legs really were that powerful to toss me out. And then as soon as he hit 3 super kicks in his face, he looked like he was going to die and literally said, why won't you die? And then hits him with a curb stomp. Rollins looked like a fucking madman. I like this match. Did it make Rollins look like a star? Not that much. But it did, like, it was a bit entertaining, and yet the hypocrisy of WWE, making sure that they're family-friendly channel, even though they are incredibly hyper-violent when it comes to personal matches, but what am I to critique? You know, because I can't critique or else, oh, I shouldn't be watching. I can't have my own opinions about it. I can't fault a show that I'm critiquing. And you know what? That's enough. That's enough for today. Alright? That's enough. DST, you're doing too much. I can't have my own opinion or feel like what's right or wrong to make the show sound better. I just have to be like, it's a good match. It was a good match, and everybody popped. It was over. It was a lot. The match was like 25 minutes and had a lot of false finishes. You know, we don't need segments. There shouldn't be promos on a TV show. We shouldn't be trying to sell a TV show. We should be selling a wrestling show. No one cares that it hit 400,000 views. Yeah, I'm being honest like this because I really don't display any semblance of an identity whenever I review. That's not a shot on anybody. It's just certain channels that I know just watching, they don't ever know how to review a show. Honestly, that's not a target on anybody. But SmackDown tag team titles were on the line. The Usos against the Street Profits, and this was also another good match. Big finish over in the hot tags. I feel like Montez Ford. Oh my god, he showed so much hops. I think he nearly like hit himself over at the commentary table. There's a jumping neck breaker over a near fall from the top. Everything was looking good. Dawkins with cool hot tags. And yeah, nearly the fall from the heavens nearly ended it. Roman Reigns came for a guillotine chokehold and it ended the match prematurely. Usos couldn't win clean. Roman literally just faulted any semblance of momentum, and then we had to beat Demon Balor return. You know what? Because he got abs. And, oh, this, I'm not a big fan of Demon Balor. You guys would already know my opinion on Finn Balor. You can check my videos. I'm not going to link them down below, but you should already be subscribed. But besides that, this was actually one of the most entertaining SmackDowns in recent memory. Because if we're comparing this SmackDown, the 2020 SmackDown, this has been the best thing in this decade so far. So already we're in a good start. Now it's time for SmackDown to be shit again next week. But that's beside me jinxing it. But how you guys enjoyed the show? I know certain channels went there live. Hope you guys enjoyed the show. If you guys didn't, of course, that's understandable. And you have your own dislikes and likes. We can all agree to disagree. That's how life is, and that's how conversations are made. And you know how to do that. You go down the comment section below, and if you feel like this review was entertaining for you, you always subscribe and like and share to the rest of not the YWC, the world. But besides that, that's it coming from me. Thanks for watching. Go to school.